I'm Bob Keller of Seacoast Medical Massage, and welcome to an overview of what I do to help manage your pain. Simply put, what I do is move muscles to relieve your pain. For starters, what do you call what I do? The medical massage protocol I use is called MYK, the myokinesthetic system. What that means is the system that moves muscles. If you've not experienced MYK treatments, then I expect you have some questions. First, what does MYK do? Second, I've never heard of MYK. How can I trust that it works? And where does it come from anyway? So this blog is about answering those questions. Here's what MYK does to manage pain. And I want to tell you this by comparing it with other treatments that you already know and trust. First, your doctor. Very simply, your doctor manages pain by prescribing pain meds. Do you know anything about how or why they work? Some of you may, but for the most part, I suspect you have no idea of what they do. How about your chiropractor? A chiropractor moves bones. Again, I suspect that most have no idea how or why that works. Your acupuncturist sticks needles in specific places. Another how and why mystery. And your herbalist. CBD is great, but who knows its how and why? Finally, there's MYK. Very simply, MYK moves specific muscles to relieve your pain. That's it. That's it. Is that really all? Well, from the patient's point of view, yes, that's all you really need to know. But let me put this in a larger context so you can see how MYK relates to these other disciplines. Medicinal use of plants has been around for thousands of years, but it's only since 1803, when morphine was extracted in a pure medicinal sense, that we have dedicated pain medications. Chiropractic as well has been known since ancient times, but it was only in 1895 that D.D. Palmer, a grocer and magnetic healer, helped his janitor to hear again by aligning bones in his neck. After thousands of years of use in China, acupuncture only became known in the West from Jack Worsley's work and from Tricky Dick Nixon's trip to China in 1970. CBD has come into popular use only since about 1975. Finally, Mike Uriarty developed the MYK system just a few decades ago. But is there no other history? Well, let's see. For those of you that have experienced MYK, these moves should look very familiar. They're some of the moves that I use when doing a treatment. Now, here are some same moves, but they're taken from a documentation published 5,000 years ago. Well, mostly. The practitioners here are using a discipline called Tui Na. It's the traditional Chinese massage used to awaken the body and mind, and so to relieve pain. Translated, it means push and grasp, a very good description of what I do. Modern pain medications, chiropractic, acupuncture, and Tui Na all have their foundation in an authoritative 5,000-year-old treatise called the Yellow Emperor's Guide to Internal Medicine. So, is MYK the same as Tui Na? Clinically, they use the same moves, although MYK expands on Tui Na. And they treat the same pains, except MYK expands on what can be treated. But no, they're not exactly the same. Just as Palmer's development of modern chiropractic differs from the traditional Chinese model, so MYK is a mapping, albeit unintentional, of Tui Na into the Western medical model. That is, we're basing our work on nerve pathways, not on meridians. On to the question of whether it works. I want to show you three groups who say it does work. First, I've helped well over 600 patients who say things like, "You just played with my feet and suddenly I felt better. I haven't had a migraine in weeks. I've canceled my knee replacement surgery. After just one treatment, my shoulder pain was gone. I can finally walk again. That kind of stress doesn't freak me out anymore. Acid reflux is gone for good." Next, there are physicians. I have referrals from local doctors, our local hospital, and just recently, I had a referral from a doc at Massachusetts General Hospital. So patients and doctors like it. But how about the wider world where credibility is really established? Yes, the wide world of credible research says that it works as well. All of these organizations have published papers affirming the legitimacy of MYK as an effective pain management protocol. Our National Institutes of Health, chiropractors, physical therapists, human kinetic folks, body workers, athletic trainers, and some universities, including the University of Idaho and SUNY. So now you know what MYK does, where it originated, and that it works. In hopes that you're now ready to try MYK or to refer patients, I offer the following as a very simple script for you to follow when thinking about MYK for yourself or for referring someone for treatments. You see someone in pain, any kind of pain or discomfort, and you say, I know a guy who can probably help with your pain. The person says, oh, what does he do? And you say, he moves muscles to relieve your pain. How simple can this be? The next question is probably, does it work? And you say, he's helped hundreds of patients, doctors refer patients to him, and research says it's good stuff. And then there comes the final, more challenging statement. Tell me more. Well, you probably don't know much more. So if you're wise, you will completely dodge this. Just say, give him a call, 978 or 866-465-5111, or visit his website, seacoastmedicalmassage.com. And so thank you for visiting. From all this, there's really only one thing you need to remember. MYK moves muscles to relieve your pain. And that's all, folks.